Welcome in. 7:31 on this Tuesday night. It is the Consolidated Election, and polls are closing. They closed 30 minutes ago, and we're awaiting unofficial results from the Madison County office there, and we'll keep you updated on all of that there from the clerk's office. So we'll be keeping you updated on all the races that are happening around the Riverbend region. It won't be too long of a show because once these results start coming in, I think we'll start seeing a pretty clear picture early on. I know that my phone's been literally blowing up with numbers and different projections, and we'll just wait and see what the county go ahead and decides to report. So following tonight, we'll be keeping a close eye, of course, on the City of Alton's mayoral races and the city clerk races, along with their aldermanic races as well. In Godfrey, we'll be keeping a close eye on their clerk's race and the trustee races, along with the mayoral side of things in the village of Godfrey. We're also going to be following a couple of races throughout the Riverbend region as well. Up in Collinsville, we got you covered. We'll be taking a look at some of the trustee positions and some of the other races going on up there. We're keeping a close eye on the village president race in East Alton with Darren Carlton. And we'll also be keeping you updated on the trustee side of things, too, along with a few of the other races along the Riverbend region, such as some of the village trustee races, England Carbon, and like I said, some of the other just ballot referendums, all their Maddox races in Granite City, the Granite City Mayor's race, and so much more. So I hope you stay tuned throughout it. I hope you went out and voted today as we're awaiting some of those results to start coming in a couple of minutes. You know, when I was there, though, this morning, I don't know about you guys, but it was I was one of 16, so I don't know what our total numbers are going to be in Alton or in Madison County, but going to be something to follow along with and keep an eye out for. And then the other thing, too, is we'll be hopefully having a few conversations with some of the winners if tonight, if they have time. I know there's a lot of watch parties going on and all that craziness, so if not, we'll get them on the show sometime next week, and we'll make sure we get those insights, too. We're still awaiting the first couple of results to start trickling in from the clerk's office in Madison County, and we're following a couple of other sources as well as we're getting some data getting reported into us. But right now, just kind of getting all settled in here right on RiverBender.com and Roku TV. We'll come back after a quick commercial break. We'll give you hopefully some of those early numbers that are coming in and so much more on this Tuesday night. It is the Consolidated Election 2025 right here in Madison County across the state of Illinois, and we'll come back with more Daily Show on this Tuesday night right after this.
Get access to care for anyone, anywhere, at any time. No appointments, no waiting rooms, no traveling. OSF on call.
Village Dispensary has the best deals in Godfrey, Illinois, with specials 5 days a week. Mondays, roll in the week with 20 to 30% off select pre-rolls. Tasty Tuesdays, enjoy 20 to 30% off select edibles. Waxy Wednesdays, enjoy 20 to 30% off select concentrate and vape brands. Thirsty Thursdays, sip and save with 20 to 30% off all drinks. Flower Friday, grab like 3.5 gram flower deals starting at just $20. Village Dispensary, come meet your best buds.
Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more, Carver's serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh, made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. Where great flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
We're gonna take a trip across the sea. Everybody come along with me. We're gonna hit the night down in Gay Paris. All over the world. Everybody got the word. Everybody everywhere is going.
Welcome back. 7:38 on this consolidated election night on RiverBender.com and Roku TV. Still awaiting the county clerk to start trickling those results in and getting those results. Polls closed just about 38 minutes ago. And, we are, like I said, starting to get texts and some numbers as folks were polling precinct numbers all throughout and all that. So we're starting to get a little bit of that in. I don't want to go ahead and give you those because those are changing by the second. And all I can tell you right now is in Alton, it's pretty close. And we'll see what happens here in a couple of minutes' time. In Godfrey, I don't have any updates for you on the polls yet out in Godfrey. We're still waiting for that county clerk website to start bringing us the counts, and that should come our way in the next couple of minutes or so, so just stay tuned. But really, tonight, like I said, a lot of the aldermanic races, I know that folks are set up in their prospective watch parties, and that's just where we're going to kind of wait and see. I know that there's folks set up in war rooms and doing all of that to get numbers, but a couple of the bigger ones, like I said, the Alton races, there's a lot when it comes to Bethalto, along with their school board races, too. We're following the school board races pretty closely. As well. So, like I said, just hanging out here as we're waiting for the results to come in. And we're going to just kind of wait and see here. I know that my phone's been dinging, as you guys can hear it, with just different numbers and different things that are coming in. And right now, all I can tell you is that it's within a couple of hundred votes in Alton right now, and we'll just kind of wait and see. In Godfrey, I don't have any updates for you yet, but that's just what I'm getting sent here now. And we'll just wait and see. Like I said, in a couple of minutes' time, once we start getting a pretty clear picture of what's kind of at play here. When it comes to vote count, right now I know that they said in Alton, I was looking and getting some numbers earlier. Early voting, vote by mail, was about 1,000, I think, for mail-in voting, and then early voting on top of that. So we'll see how those numbers trickle out. I know that numbers are kind of right, if maybe a little bit under where they were in Alton a couple of last election cycles. So just kind of seeing almost similar numbers when it comes to that on the Alton side. Like I said, on the Godfrey side, if anyone wants to send me some of their polling numbers and some of their precinct totals, I'll be more than happy to share them. Right now, like I said, it's looking like it could be a pretty interesting night in a couple of minutes' time, and that's what is going to be interesting, too, as we start getting some candidates to call in here in a couple of minutes if they have the time to do so. I know that their watch party started at 7, and everyone kind of gathered around waiting for those unofficial results to come in here in a couple of minutes. So, like I said, we've been kind of following this for the last couple of months now with our State of the Race coverage, and thank you for all of you guys that tuned in and were a part of that with us. So you can go back and watch those at any time if that candidate goes ahead and wins the election. So that way maybe you get to know them a little bit more if you haven't checked that out already, and we'll keep you updated with their reaction as well as this night unfolds. And right now, too, while I have you, make sure you download the RiverBender.com app or just sign up for our daily email update where you can join myself and 70,000 people that are in the know, where you can get the latest up-to-date information from all of us at 7:30 in the morning with your daily dose of local news, local sports coverage, and so much more. Like I said, we're just waiting for those numbers to start trickling in. I know it's one of those where it kind of feels like the Green Mile right now, but just bear with me here as we're getting the numbers sent in to us just from a couple of different camps, and we're going to stay tuned to that. No number's been reported yet, but we're going to make sure that we bring you the latest. Like we said earlier, we're watching the village mayor's race in Godfrey with Mayor McCormick seeking re-election against Beth Johns and Craig Lombardi. And then in that village clerk race in Godfrey, Jackie Clayton against Susan Robbins. We'll be following that one too, along with the Godfrey Fire Protection District race as well. We're going to be following that one along with a few of the other things that are happening around the 618, including up in Collinsville. I've been really interested about the Collinsville library race and also their city manager race too. So we'll be following that one. And I also am curious to see how Woods River Township Supervisor ends up with Robert Pollard and Jeremy Plank. So a couple of other things that we're kind of keeping an eye on in the next couple of minutes here as we're just awaiting the numbers to start trickling in. But like I said, if you're just tuning in, just from some of the numbers from prospective camps in Alton that have sent them to me, it's going to be pretty close, and we'll see what happens in the next couple of minutes here as more of those numbers come in. So we'll do this at 7:43. We'll take a quick break. I know you guys are going, CJ, you haven't even said anything yet. I get it. We're just waiting for numbers to come in, so I'll stay here in the studio. You'll stay there, hopefully, and we'll come back and we'll find out who is going to be assuming office in a couple of minutes' time on this Consolidated Election night on RiverBender.com and Roku TV.
Hey, would you drop by the pharmacy? My doctor switched my cholesterol medication.
Yeah, will do, honey. I'm glad he's looking out for you.
OSF Healthcare can handle all of your family's primary care needs, including managing chronic conditions. Schedule an appointment today.
What are you doing?
We did our home insurance ourselves, but don't feel protected.
So you're building your own American Family Insurance roof line?
Yeah, life's better when you're protected under American Family's roof.
That's not how it works.
Dad, we'll go. It's gonna hit.
See, that's how it works.
For real protection, save up to 23% by bundling your home and auto with us.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville. Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
Village Dispensary has the best deals in Godfrey, Illinois with specials 5 days a week. Mondays roll in the week with 20 to 30% off select pre-rolls. Tasty Tuesdays, enjoy 20 to 30% off select edibles. Waxy Wednesdays, enjoy 20 to 30% off select concentrate and vape brands. Thirsty Thursdays, sip and save with 20 to 30% off all drinks. Flower Friday, grab like 3.5 gram flower deals starting at just $20. Village Dispensary. Come meet your best buds.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
And this is what she said. Oh, there ain't no rest for the wicked. Money don't grow on trees. I got bills to pay. I got mouths to feed. There ain't nothing in this world for free. I know I can't slow down. I can't hold back, though you know I wish I could. I know there ain't no rest for the wicked until we close our eyes for good. Welcome back. 15 minutes later, I'm still walking.
7:45, a little bit of change on this Tuesday night. We're getting ready to start seeing these numbers start trickling in, and while we have you, it's really it's interesting to see how these races play out because Alton's really did get I think one of the more heated up races I think across the board, and then you looked over in Collinsville and it kind of got the same way. But what I think's kind of cool about it is that everyone really has that passion. It seems like today everyone's kind of understanding where we're at here and ready to move forward. So hopefully we'll get that picture in a couple of moments here, and we'll be able to know where we're looking going forward here in a couple of minutes time. So with that being said, those numbers are starting to trickle in here from the county clerk's office, and been talking with some of the precinct committee men and some of the poll watchers and some of the things that have people that have been working today, and definitely within a couple of hundred votes right now in Alton and in Godfrey. Like I said, I wish I had more details for you, but just couldn't get a good line of communication out there today, and hoping we can get more details in just a couple of minutes' time. Like I said, we're going to be just waiting for the next couple of minutes. Hate to say in limbo, but kind of so. Hopefully around 7:55, 8 o'clock, we can start seeing some of those numbers start to trickle in from the county clerk's website, and we can get a good handle on things. In East Alton, we are watching this mayoral race with Darren Carlton and David Kuhnel, who is taking on David Carlton, the incumbent. That one kind of got heated up in the last couple of weeks, but one I'm really following now, and one that really started to make a turn, was the village of South Roxana. That's going to be one to watch here, just in case for that write-in potential. You never know what'll happen. We're going to be on the phone here with Mike Batchelor in a couple of minutes, and he'll be filling us in what his thoughts are tonight, just on the Alton side of things. So we'll be getting him on the line in a couple of minutes, and really looking forward to that conversation. So that'll be good to know, and that way we can get a little bit more update on just where he's seeing numbers at and where we're going forward from here too. So that'll come our way in the next couple of minutes, maybe the next minute or so, who knows, and then we'll keep this night moving, and we'll see where it takes us. Like I said, look how quick Mikey Batchelor is. Thanks, Mike. How are we doing?
Hey, CJ. Good.
Thanks.
Doing good, CJ.
Thanks for calling in, and I know we're still waiting for the county clerk side of things, but just right now, where are you seeing it?
So we had precinct poll watchers in all 17 precincts across Alton tonight. Right now, I'm looking at 16 of the 17 have reported. We're still missing right now. It looks like the 12th precinct, which is over there in the heart of the city. They would be voting at the Bridge Church. So that's Ward 2, Ward 3, and Ward 4.
Okay. And with that, are you getting
any races you want me to zoom in on? I've got it in front of me.
So are you seeing? Can we take a look at the mayoral side of things? Where are you seeing it?
Yeah. So as of right now, mind you, these are only how people voted today. So the county will add in anyone that voted early or voted by mail. This is just how anyone that went to the polls today, how they filled in their circles. That's what I have. So right now, with 16 of those 17 precincts reported, Walker is at 718, Strable is at 715, and Goins is at 920. So those percentages in the order of the candidates I just said would be 30.5, 30.3, and 39.
Wow. What do you see early voting doing? Do you see, that seems like a pretty comfortable spot if you're Mayor Goins.
And then the county clerk was able to give some insight of the early votes, but we have to be cautious because, yes, we can look at the number that people voted in person at the Scott Bibb Center, but we only get to see the number of people that voted there. I, for instance, had lunch one day with my parents, and we were actually out in Godfrey, and we can vote out there, even though we were Alton voters, because it was an early voting site in Madison County.
And so, with that being said, Mike,
So my early votes show up out there.
That's, that makes sense. And I wanted just to ask you real quick, though, with that being said, if you're in Mayor Gowen's camp, do you feel pretty confident right now?
Just a second, sorry, CJ. Lightning just hit somewhere near the hotel. So
it's all good. If you're Mayor Gowen's, do you feel, and if you're in his camp, if you're a part of that team, do you feel pretty confident right now at just seeing where those precincts are?
If I were Mayor I would feel pretty good at the moment, only because, like I said, of the one precinct that is out, knowing what we know from the 2022 and 2024 presidential and midterm elections, and just the demographics, that is one of the largest African-American turnout precincts in the city. So even if he just splits it even, right now he has a 200 vote lead before mail-in ballots and early votes. And we saw all three candidates focus really hard on the early vote, but we saw those souls to the polls, different events that it's just hard to see how those three all got their voters out and voted early.
Well, and now let's take a look a little bit at the Aldermatic side of things. If you could, do you have any numbers just in where Ward 2 would be, how things are looking for the current Alderwoman?
Yeah, so that still has that 12th precinct that's missing. But right now, Alderwoman McAfee is at 151, Gibson is at 74, and Martha Pfister is at 190.
Wow.
So it'd be 36, 17, and 45 if you're looking at the percents.
Wow.
And that is still missing one precinct, plus, like I said, the early vote.
And, let's just go down the list if you could, just with the ward races that you can tell us, Mike, if it's okay.
Yeah, Ward 3, it's pretty comfortable. I would declare Veloff the winner at this point. Again, missing that 12th, but I don't see, there are quite a lot of voters there, but I don't see that really overtaking it. Moving on to Ward 4, Rosie Brown is up right now 66 to 33%, again with that one precinct missing. So I would put her in the driver's seat as well. And then moving on, sorry, someone else was trying to call me to say, hey, did you know you're talking to CJ? And then Ward 6, this is one that's going to come down to the early votes and the mail-in ballots because all those precincts have reported. And right now, Kirsten Gray has 226 to Stephanie Elliott's 211.
Wow.
That's 51 to 48%.
Wow, that's pretty close. Do you have the clerk's race by chance?
I do. Right now, again, one precinct out, but I would feel extremely comfortable to be in Lauren Wilson's shoes. She's up 55 to 44.
Wow.
Vote-wise, that's 1191 to 948.
Wow. And Mikey, just what are your thoughts about this night in general? I mean, there's been a build-up for this. There's been a lot of, a lot of build-up, a lot of energy. But what are your thoughts just, right now where you're seeing things, just overall your takeaway?
I'm glad it's over like the rest of us. It's been contentious. I have a Facebook. It's public. People probably know where I stood. So obviously my vote tonight, whatever, didn't come through. It doesn't look like at the moment. But at the end of the day, democracy still wins. People, the city got out to vote. I'm sorry, let me get away from louder people.
It's all good. I appreciate your time. Well, and see, Mikey, that's, really just enjoy that insight and just gives us a perspective on where things are at. And, I know that you're busy and people are calling you and all that. So I really just want to say thanks for calling in and giving us a little bit of the lay of the land before the county clerk starts to dump numbers in.
Yeah, like I said, and really look at that probably 6th ward to see how those votes start breaking, because that's going to be a fun one. And still, like I said, I'm looking at that Ward 2. Those numbers are still pretty close right now. And just depending on how we saw the early votes come in, especially for that district between the 3rd and 5th precincts early, and those could easily switch things either way. So absolutely. I'll let you get back to your show, and I'll see you soon.
Hey, thanks, Mikey. I appreciate it.
Have a good night, CJ.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
there you have it. Right now, if you're you just heard it from Mike Batchelor, who definitely has his insights on things and has his eyes on the numbers. We haven't gotten anything back from the county clerk side of things, but if you're in Mayor Goins' camp, as Mr. Batchelor said, you should be feeling pretty confident. If you're in Lauren Wilson's camp, you're feeling really good, and then some other races too. So good to get a little bit of the insights on just where we're standing right now. And Alton, like I said, waiting on some of those county clerk numbers to come in at 7:56. We'll come back with top of the hour. It's going to be 8 p.m. on this Tuesday night, and hopefully we'll get the early numbers coming in and seeing where the night takes us. And like Mikey just said, going to be interesting to watch the 6th Ward to see how early voting affects that race with Kirsten Gray up by just a couple of votes here. But anything could happen. We'll stay here. You stay there, hopefully, on RiverBender.com and Roku TV.
Oh no, another bad headache? Yeah, maybe it's time to see your doctor.
OSF Healthcare can handle all of your family's primary care needs, including diagnosing health issues or referring you to a specialist. Schedule an appointment today.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
Yo, what up? It's Mike Keith, the proud graduate of Lewis and Clark Community College. I got my start in broadcasting and now I work all over the country. I discovered my path in media, but I could have been an electrician. Or I could have been a nurse.
Maybe not.
Get paid to go solar.
We're not solar bros. At Grid, we're solar pros. We explain the process behind solar power so you can make an informed decision. We'll work with you to make owning your power as simple as possible and affordable with zero down financing and payment options. Our only goal is to save you money. Call Grid when you're ready to be independent of the power company.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more, Carver's serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh, made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. Where great flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Sharing horizons that are new to us.
Hey, do I got any Godfrey poll watchers out there? Do I got any Godfrey poll watchers out there? It's 8 o'clock. Numbers should be trickling in any second now from the Madison County Clerk side as we're going to hopefully get that picture. But as you just heard from Mike Batchelor, a lot of updates on that Alton race. That was a really nice conversation, and really glad to have Mike call in so we can get an update just while y'all are waiting on us. I'm sorry that maybe we started this a little early tonight, but wanted to make sure that we were ready when the clerk's office was and wanted to start. If you missed that conversation with Mike Batchelor, I just had so many people asking me a little bit more about those numbers. At the time that Mike was on, the vote totals were Mayor Goins was up by about 200 votes. Alderman Strable and former Mayor Walker were neck and neck and eyeing that second place role. When it came to the aldermatic side of things with Martha Pfister and Carolyn McAfee, that race pretty close, but Martha is currently slightly ahead. If you're in Ward 3, we're gonna wait for the county clerk, but we can almost project that Mike Veloff will be going back to City Hall as the 3rd Ward alderman. In Ward 4, Rosie Brown was up, but there was also that big precinct number 12 that's still out there. So we got to make sure that that precinct reports so they can get those numbers in too. And then in Ward 5, I didn't know if we had any update on Ward 5 from Mike. I think he said John Meehan was up and comfortable. In Ward 6, Kirsten Gray was up against Stephanie Elliott, but that's the one that's going to come down to the early vote and the mail-in vote, as that one is pretty close. They're within about 10 or 12 votes, so going to keep an eye on that. And then, like I said, Lauren Wilson definitely feeling comfortable and looks like she will be, when the votes start to officially come in from the clerk's website, heading into that city clerk role. So just keep an eye on that. Patty Ford is running unopposed, and Chris Bone is running unopposed in Wards 6 and 1, respectively. And then we'll keep you updated just on any of those other updates, too. So while we have you, just waiting to kind of just hear where the clerk's numbers are coming in from, but that's kind of it. We're also watching Godfrey really close, and I wish we couldn't get a poll watcher in Godfrey to call in. I'm still trying to see if we can get somebody to fill us in on how it's looking out there, but the other ones, too, that are really big are these Collinsville races, along with this village mayor race in East Alton, and the trustee races that are coming down the pipeline, too. So we're going to keep an eye on that, and I know that just talking to the candidates today, everyone felt pretty good about where they were. Everyone felt like they put it all out there on the field, and their supporters did too. So, everyone was feeling pretty confident heading into tonight, or feeling just like they were in a decent place. So just something to kind of keep a mind on and to keep an eye on and a thought on as we're going to get these numbers here momentarily. Early voters, that's a good question. Who can estimate early voters? It's all dependent on the breakdown. So, right now I think the clerk's website had Alton, and the county was right about 4,000 or 5,000 early votes. I might be a little off on my number, but in Alton it was around 1,000, so just depending on where that would break down, if you have 900s, 900 plus 1,400s, 25, you add that 1,000 on, that takes you to your 3,500 mark, which would be just about 400 less voters than last time around in the city perspective to that race. So just something to keep an eye on there too, as we're waiting for those early votes and everything else to start coming into play. So like I said, really appreciated Mikey's conversation with us, and I know that he's busy too, and I know that you guys are just looking at me going, CJ, come on now, man. We got to get some numbers here going, and we're just waiting to make sure we can give you the best possible scenario there too. So more text coming in and more and more of your guys' text saying, CJ, hurry up and let's go. And we'll just wait and see. I do have a little bit of an update when it comes to more of the Alton side of things, just from where it's at. And I can just tell you that right now it's within about 5 points in the Alton mayoral's race, about 5 percentage points just from those early precinct numbers. Mayor Goins right under 1,000 votes so far. Alderman Strabel has bumped up into a little bit of a second place role, and the former Mayor Walker right underneath. So those precincts have been reported. We're still waiting on precinct 12 in Alton, and I know that there's a few other precincts that are around the Riverbend region that we're still waiting on too. So just hang out with me, please. And we'll be having more precinct committeemen calling in, and we'll be getting the latest. So in St. Clair County, actually, we are getting some numbers. How about this? In Belleville, this is one to watch so far. There's only a little bit of the vote in, but Mayor Gregory is so far losing right now to Jenny Meyer, 62% to 37%. And that was one that's in our Metro East Star portion, but that was one that I was kind of following just to see where it would be at. And that, once again, is that Belleville mayor's race. And that's Jenny Meyer right now, just no precincts reporting. It's still very early, but so far with 1,000 votes, 1,093 to be exact, to Patty Gregory's 666 votes. So St. Clair County starting to report. And that's about it so far when it comes to just some of those reportings. And also in St. Clair County, too, we can tell you that Charles Woody's up for the mayor of Lebanon. He's up by 15 votes. And Walter Bottas is up by about 12 votes for the mayor of Mascoutah race, too, and we'll just keep you updated. City Treasurer's race for O'Fallon, David Hersey's up by about 146 votes. And then on the Swansea side of things, you got Jeff Parker, who is currently up by about 120 votes. So that's just something to keep an eye out for as, in our Metro East Star portion. If you're tuning in from Belleville and the St. Clair County region, we say thank you for joining us as our new addition to RiverBender.com, and we're so glad to be covering that area too. And just like I said, waiting for Madison County to start relaying those votes. Jersey County and Greene County haven't reported yet, but St. Clair County starting to trickle in now too. In South Roxana, I'm going to give you that one as quickly as possible, but this is one that I'm going to tell you is going to be close. This write-in race out of, I think, has the biggest chance in South Roxana to have a write-in becoming mayor, and it takes a little bit for that to happen. That one was a really contested race. I know that one was kind of getting heated by the end of it, and I think that one's really going to be close. So that definitely is one, honestly, that's on my top 3 tonight. It's going to be our top 5, the Alton mayoral, the Godfrey mayoral race, and the Village of South Roxana mayoral race is definitely going to be ones to watch too. And thanks for all of you guys for tuning in and hanging out with me as we're kind of just in limbo period now when I can give you some of the polling numbers that I'm getting. But like I said, if you're just tuning in, the only thing we have for you is just on that Alton side of things is just some of the sources that I have are able to go out and they're getting their polling numbers and they're able to share those with us. And you heard that on the show just a couple of minutes ago. So like I said, just waiting and stay in tune. We're going to be with you until the results come in, and I'll be with you here until we know what's happening in the 618. It's 8:08. I know you're mad at me, but let's just take a break because once this starts, there won't be another commercial break. So let's thank our sponsors. We'll come back on this Tuesday night. It's 54 degrees in downtown Alton in the heart of the 618. More coverage next.
Oh no, another bad headache? Yeah. Maybe it's time to see your doctor.
OSF Healthcare can handle all of your family's primary care needs, including diagnosing health issues or referring you to a specialist. Schedule an appointment today.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
Yo, what up? It's Mike Keith, the proud graduate of Lewis and Clark Community College. I got my start in broadcasting and now I work all over the country. I discovered my path in media, but I could have been an electrician. Or I could have been a nurse.
Maybe not.
Get paid to go solar.
We're not solar bros. At Grid, we're solar pros. We explain the process behind solar power so you can make an informed decision. We'll work with you to make owning your power as simple as possible and affordable with zero down financing and payment options. Our only goal is to save you money. Call Grid when you're ready to be independent of the power company.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more, Carver's serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh, made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. Where great flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Screaming a mile away as I was headed out toward the door. Oh, won't you give me 3 steps of mystery?
12th precinct in Alton, that one has come back. All precincts in Alton officially reporting. And just from what I've been told, it looks like Alderman Strable did win the 12th precinct, which is his home precinct, and now is in second place currently, just with what, again, I've been told. And we'll just keep you updated. Like I said, as we're just awaiting the county clerk to go ahead and start getting those results issued. So we were waiting on the 12th precinct just from our poll numbers. And just seeing where we were on the day of voting for Election Day. There's still about 1,000 or so votes that are still going to be counted. They were already counted by early mail or early voting. So just got to go ahead and wait for those to go ahead and get reported. So like Mikey was saying earlier, though, a lot of the candidates across all of the regions, not just in Alton, but in Bethalto, and really all of them, a lot of them stress this early voting scenario too. And it was interesting to see that play out, and we'll see if that definitely shakes up any of the races going forward. But like I said, we're still waiting on just the results. We're covering all of them from Alton to Godfrey, East Alton, Woods River, Bethalto. We got you all covered up to Collinsville and Troy and Edwardsville and all those great places that make up the Riverbender map. So if you're just tuning in, you're listening to your 2025 Consolidated Election Night coverage, and really just not much to report so far, as we're just awaiting for those results to start coming in just hopefully a couple of moments' time, as they make you wait, don't they? With that being said, really appreciate all your texts and feedback. The top 5 races to really watch are up in Collinsville, they're in Alton, they're in Godfrey. I'm going to throw East Alton Mayor's race into that just because I'm really interested to see how that one plays out. But the other one, too, is that Mayor's race in South Roxana, which really got heated up at the end. And we're going to see if that comes into play. As if you guys don't know, the challenger was taken off of the ballot, and due to, as we talked about on the show, just due to paperwork or whatever has you, and now running as a write-in, and there's a lot of momentum, it seems like, over there. So that's definitely one to watch over there too. So like we just said, just got it texted to me that 12 did come in. And it looks like Alderman Strable did win the 12th precinct, which would be his home precinct, and that could shape up the race a little bit going forward with this early vote and this voting by mail too. So that bumped him up to second place currently as it sits, just from what numbers we were given, and we're going to go from there, as Mayor Goins is currently still in the lead, and Alderman Strable, like we just said, jumping up into that second place role there. So the current numbers right now are just kind of right there. Mayor Goins is just under 1,000 votes, and Alderman Strable just under 900 votes as well. So going to keep you updated on that. We're waiting for more numbers. I was trying to get some more of the Godfrey side of things, but we'll just wait and see, as we're just kind of, like I said, hanging out. A big thing, though, too, just think about this. Tomorrow, all the campaign signs come down. Hopefully, think about great that's going to be. We're going to have candidates calling in a couple of minutes. I'm going to make a few texts to see if we can get some folks to call in and keep us busy while we're waiting on all of these numbers to come in, and we'll go from there in just a couple of minutes' time. I know all the candidates are probably sitting on pins and needles, probably more so than you and I are, waiting for these numbers to officially come in. It's 8:14 on this Tuesday night. It is election night. It's finally here, and election season is basically over. So we're just, like I said, waiting on that and waiting for the county clerk to go ahead and pop through. And while I have you, make sure you sign up for your daily email updates, and that way, whenever this coverage is done tonight, after we talk to a few folks and after we get numbers, Dan Brandon, our content director, does a wonderful job. He'll put some write-ups together, and we'll make sure that's in the daily email update, where you can join myself and 70,000 people in the morning that get an email call to around the Riverbend. So like I said, just waiting on the Madison County Clerk's website to update. But what I think is kind of funny about this is, technically, if you look at the clerk's website and you get their numbers, there is one ballot cast out of the 188,000 potential ballots. And that kind of brings me to my next point that I can talk about since we have time. But the one ballot that was cast, we actually talked about on the show today. It was from it was in Haluftia, one of the smaller towns, but one of the ballots was recorded already. So we can let you know that one ballot has officially been recorded. But the other thing, though, is our voting numbers are just down. I mean, think about it, 188,000 registered ballots, and I guarantee you there won't even be half of them returned. And in Alton, it looks like you're going to look about 200 to 300 less voters than the last time around. And across Godfrey, I'm hearing the same thing. You have got to vote in local elections. And, it's one of those things, too, where, if you're a candidate out there, it's trying to find ways to get new voters out there. I mean, that's got to be the toughest part, I would imagine, is knowing that, hey, here's our ceiling, here's where we're at. How can we make this better? How can we get more people out there to vote? So I know that's definitely something to take a look at as folks move forward from this and process the election. But really just interesting. So 188,738 registered voters in Madison County, and just going to be interesting to see how turnout comes into play. So with that being said, it was the Helvetia precinct, the first precinct. There is one ballot cast, by the way, in Madison County, so we are getting closer in some way, shape, or form to getting that done. And then if you're just tuning in, St. Clair County had a few updates, but nothing really major. There's no precincts reporting. Jenny Myers up by about 400 votes to the current incumbent, Mayor Gregory. She has about 37% of the vote to Jenny Myers, 62, but like I said, way too early on that. For the city clerk role in Belleville, Shelley Schaefer, she has about a 600 vote lead over Irma Galladay with about 0 precincts reporting too. So just something to take note of as we're still waiting for numbers across the board to come in, but we are starting to see just an early side of some of those some of that data coming into, and nothing's really changed across the board when you're looking at St. Clair County or any of the other races that are just outside of it, all kind of staying the same. So the other thing in St. Clair County was that Sugar Creek Emergency Service District proposal. That's currently just is being voted down right now, but again, anything could change as those numbers start to update. While we have you, we're just, like I said, it's just waiting on the county clerk's website. We have some of the early numbers. Oh, and we got some. How about this? We're ready to go. We can start giving you some numbers for the mayor's side of things in the city of Alton. So let's go ahead and go to Alton first. We'll take you there now here as our official coverage begins. In the city of Alton with 7 of 17 reporting, we do know that just from our numbers that all of them have reported. They're just getting updated now. You can see this with, and that's day of precinct numbers. So I'm not saying that early voting numbers have been counted on our side of things. But right where we were saying things would be at, former Mayor Brant Walker is currently sitting in third place with 761 votes. Alderman for the 3rd Ward, Ray Strable, is sitting in second place with 819 votes, and Mayor David Goins is in first place, currently leading the pack with 1,048 votes, 39.8% of the electorate so far as it's going forward. So with that being said, that's just that's one that we're watching, and just looking at this city clerk side of things, as you can see here on your screen, we'll take you to there a little bit closer now. You can see those numbers starting to come in a little bit up top. I know that's a little bit zoomed out for you, but that's just so we can see the full picture here. But as you can see, those numbers coming in just from that upper belt right up here. And right now, Cheryl Engel is down by just about 100 votes. Lauren Wilson is up 1258 to the incumbent, Cheryl Engel, is 1,155 votes. You can see there Lauren Wilson with 52.13% of the vote, and Cheryl Engel with about 47.8% of the vote, 47.9% respectively. With that being said, let's take a look at some of the aldermanic races. For Ward 1, Chris Bone will be the victor. We can go ahead and project that now. It just looks like it just with how big the lead is. He has 171 votes compared to his write-in challenger with 12. In the 2nd Ward, Martha Pfister is up with 45.7% of the vote to Carolyn McAfee's 36%. That is one to watch. 28% of the precincts reporting on the county side of things, so this does take those numbers in. Martha Pfister right now is up with 233 votes to Alderwoman McAfee, as you can see there, 184 votes for Alderwoman McAfee. Tiana Gibson with 93 votes, and Martha Pfister again leading the pack right now currently with 45.7% of the vote. 233 votes, and that's where it looks like in Ward 2. In Ward 3, I think Mike Batchelor hit this pretty quick, but still there is time in this race, and it is still moving with precincts left to go. Mike Veloff is really cruising comfortably to his return to the 3rd Ward aldermanic seat as Robert Wayne Harris right now with 103 votes to Michael Veloff's 160. So that's one to that we can start to see those numbers start to finalize here, and it looks like Mike Veloff will be cruising to the 3rd Ward aldermanic seat. Right now in the 4th Ward, they are right now saying 0% of the precincts reporting. However, there are 272 votes. Rosie Brown is up by 212 votes to Rodney Smith's 60 votes. Rosie Brown was 77.95% of that vote total. In the 5th Ward, John Meehan is up right now 70% over Chris Bell, 50% reporting. That one is almost going to go ahead and be a call here soon. Chris Bell with 108 votes to John Meehan's 253 votes, 361 votes counted total. Right now, we are starting to see that early vote number come in. Mikey Batchelor, we talked about this with the 6th Ward and how this could come into play, and we'll take you there now. Here. So as you guys can see, with 4 of 6 reporting, and we'll go to a little bit of a bigger picture there, Kirsten Gray has 216 votes to Stephanie Elliott's 289 votes. That's something to keep an eye out for. We knew that one was pretty close when Mikey was calling in, and he filled us in on that. That's one that definitely every vote will matter on, and one that you need to keep an eye on with us this entire evening on, as we are going to see these numbers start to finalize quick. Patty Ford with 359 votes. Congratulations winning that Ward 7 aldermanic position. It was unopposed, but always good to see so many of those votes coming in. In Bethalto, nothing yet on Bethalto. Just hang tight with me there. And for the council person in Collinsville, we can give you those now. You have to vote for 2. And here's right now where it sits. David Seaton Jr. is up in first place, 32% of the vote. Donna Green with 29% of the vote, 895 votes and 815 votes respectively. Eric Nagel is in 3rd place with 704 votes, and Alonzo Skipper III with 380 votes. Currently, right now in East Alton, Darren Carlton is on his way to a victory. 67% of the precincts reporting Darren Carlton with almost 59% of the vote to David Kuhnels, 41% of the vote there. In East Alton, for the trustee side of things, you have to vote for 3, and here's how the village of East Alton's voting on this. Denny Weber, Kelly Fletcher, and Ginger Tulin are the 3 front runners in the trustee race. You had to vote for 3 on this side of things, and as you can see on your screen here, you have Kelly Fletcher with 27% of the vote, almost, with 418 votes. Denny Weber with 382 votes, and Ginger Tulin with 286. So that's just something to keep an eye out for too. And as we keep just scrolling down the screen and looking through these prospective races, in Glen Carbon, there wasn't really much except for this trustees race to keep an eye out for, and we can take you there now. With 21% of the precincts reporting, as you guys see on your screen, you had to vote for 3, and it looks like Brian Paul, David Rands, and Ben Maluzawiski will be the top 3 vote getters. Currently, there's still a lot more votes out, and it's still Brinson Wolf definitely still has a chance to gain on David Rands. So we'll just see how that one plays out too. When it comes to the village president or the mayor of Godfrey for the village of Godfrey, Mike McCormick is up commandingly. Mike McCormick is up with 1,600 votes, 60% of the vote, and this is something that we started to notice here in the last couple of weeks of the election. Mayor McCormick is cruising to his fourth term as Godfrey mayor. 61% of the vote. There's 65% of the precincts reporting there's still more in the game. Craig Lombardi right now with 750 votes, 749 votes, and Beth Johns with 310, 2,700 votes cast. When it comes to the village clerk side of things, you can see here on your screen that Jackie Clayton is up by about 170 votes to Susan Robbins, 1,128. 53.5 to 46.5 when it comes to that clerk side of things in Godfrey. When it comes to the trustees races in Godfrey, you had to vote for 3, and here's how things are lining out. Right now, as it sits, this is interesting to see play out. Sarah Woodman is up with 1,714 votes. She's the front runner. Rick Lauschke is the second place position right now with about 1,235 votes, 19.36%. Gerard Fisher is the third place vote getter, but it is close, just within a couple of them actually. 19 percentage points flat there. You can see that 12-12 on his screen, and then Ryan Mauser, who is right now in fourth place, who still has a chance here. 1,173 votes, 65% of the vote coming in. When it comes to the mayor's side of things in Granite City, we didn't see this one becoming contested, but it looks like Mayor Parkinson will be winning his re-election bid against the write-in challenger with about, right now, 50% of the vote in, 87% coming in for Mike Parkinson, about 13% for that write-in. So just something to keep an eye out for. In the Aldermatic races in Granite City, Angelina Gower is up by a couple of votes, by about 20 votes. There's 50% of that precinct reporting, so one to keep an eye out for. Too early to call on that. When it comes to Ward 2, 83% reporting, and this one is definitely over and done with. With 293 votes, Jason Smith looks like he'll be sitting comfortably as the Ward 2 alderman in Granite City. In Ward 3, that write-in challenger lost. Daniel McDowell will be going back. And in Ward 4, as you can see, 0% reporting on this one. They do have some vote counts already, and Jerry Harrington is up with 62% of the vote. So when it comes to Ward 5, 60% are reporting, and Randy Lemaster is up with 66% of the vote to Matt Weinoffer's 33.46% of the vote. So that's just something to take a look at, too. As we keep going down the pipeline. So that's just a look at what's happening so far in terms of the 618. But as we're seeing right now in Alton, it looks like Mayor Goins is having a pretty comfortable night, and we'll just see where the night takes everyone else when it comes to the Riverbend region. Mayor McCormick and Mayor Carlton look like they're doing pretty well, too. We're getting down to the village of South Roxana, and we'll get you there now. And see, this is what we were looking at here. So when it comes to the village of South Roxana, and I know that this is one that everyone's watching, this is one that I found so fascinating with 50% of the precincts reporting. Mayor Callahan is up by just about 12 votes, 58% to 41%. So one to kind of keep note of, 74 votes coming in over there. And for the trustee side of things, the write-in candidate's doing very well over in South Roxana. I don't have the write-in candidate's details on this, actually, but if you can fill me in on who that write-in would be, that would be a very helpful thing. But the write-in candidate doing well, and then it looks like Terry Chester and Tara Bavolo are going to be right there in first, second, and third place. Margaret Manley with 50% reporting still has a chance. She's only down by 3 votes. There's a very low turnout there, so anything can happen. In Troy, nothing really happening other than a couple of ward races here. Here's your Aldermatic races in Ward 1. 0 precincts reporting in Ward 1, but we do have early vote numbers. Elizabeth Hellrung is up by 56% of the vote to Heather Sterling's 43%. In Ward 2, Samuel Italiano is up 59% to Eric Patton's 40%. And that looks like that'll be about it when it comes to the contested side of things. We're going to keep an updated look just here really fast on the Alton mayoral's races. We're going to start seeing more and more of this start to take shape here. 41% of the vote has been issued for Alton. They're saying 41% of the precincts have reported, and that again has David Goins up with 39% of the vote. So that's where it stands right now. We'll take a quick break, but we got our numbers. It's 8:30 on the nose. We'll come back with more 2025 consolidated election coverage next.
Hey, would you drop by the pharmacy? My doctor switched my cholesterol medication.
Yeah, will do, honey. I'm glad he's looking out for you.
OSF Healthcare can handle all of your family's primary care needs, including managing chronic conditions. Schedule an appointment today.
What are you doing?
We did our home insurance ourselves, but don't feel protected.
So you're building your own American Family Insurance roof line?
Yeah, life's better when you're protected under American Family's roof.
That's not how it works.
Dad, we'll go. It's gonna hit.
See, that's how it works.
For real protection, save up to 23% by bundling your home and auto with us.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville. Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
Village Dispensary has the best deals in Godfrey, Illinois with specials 5 days a week. Mondays roll in the week with 20 to 30% off select pre-rolls. Tasty Tuesdays, enjoy 20 to 30% off select edibles. Waxy Wednesdays, enjoy 20 to 30% off select concentrate and vape brands. Thirsty Thursdays, sip and save with 20 to 30% off all drinks. Flower Friday, grab select 3.5 gram flower deals starting at just $20. Village Dispensary, come meet your best buds.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Welcome back, Daily Show. Thanks for hanging out with me on this Tuesday night. We're following the Consolidated Election right here on RiverBender.com and Roku TV, anywhere and everywhere you are tuning in from today. There's a lot of you. Thanks for doing that. You can also watch me every morning, 9 to 11, on RiverBender.com and Roku TV for our Daily Show, where we get to have these great conversations with elected leaders and entertainers, and we have a good old time there from 9 to 11. So real quick, though, wanted to take you to voter turnout. This is really interesting. So we talked about that number, 188,000 earlier, 188,738. That is the number of registered voters. And right now, there's 105 of the 191 precincts reporting in Madison County. This is going to go up, but right now we're about 12%. We'll probably get up to 20. And it just shows that kind of that need to get more active when it comes to maybe just getting people to vote, you know, and getting them to invest a little bit more into the local elections. So that's just something to take a look at. Current vote totals right now across Madison County, 24,136 total votes. And that, once again, is about 12% in that general turnout. But those numbers will go up as the night goes on, and we just did get another updated total list from the Village website, so we can go through now. And this is getting interesting here when it comes to the mayor's race in the city of Alton. Mayor David Goins is on pace to continue on as mayor of Alton and have a second term. As you can see right now, Mayor Goins with 1,532 votes to Alderman Ray Strabel's 1,203 votes to former Mayor Brent Walker's 1,121 votes. There's 88.24% of that vote coming in. So that's really painting a better picture now as we're looking at it now with Mayor Goins really on path to victory here on this Tuesday night. With that being said, on the circuit clerk side of things, we aren't going to make the projection, but it is getting close to that time. Lauren Wilson is sitting pretty comfortably right now, up by 300 votes to Cheryl Engel with 54% of the vote right now as it sits. When it comes to Ward 1, Chris Bone has won that race. We can make that projection. And this one is starting to tighten up a little bit, but it still looks like Martha Pfister has a very solid shot of becoming the next alderwoman for Ward 2. Right now with 86% of the vote in for the second ward of Alton. Carolyn McAfee, the incumbent, with 241 votes, 35.3% of the vote. Tiana Gibson with 135 votes, 20% of the vote. And Martha Pfister has 307 votes, 44.9% of the vote. When it comes to Ward 3, we can go ahead and make I would go ahead and make this decision now that Mike Veloff will be returning to City Hall as the next alderperson for Ward 3. He was the former alderman before changing careers and now back in the city and now running for Ward 3 alderman yet again. He wins that race. When it comes to Ward 4, Rosie Brown is up convincingly right now with about 292 votes to Rodney Smith's 100 votes. When it comes to Ward 5, John Meehan is sitting very comfortably. We're getting ready to make that decision now, I think, too, with 85% of the vote in. John Meehan up by almost 200 votes, 70% to 30%. When it comes to Ward 6 alderperson, they are now saying that 100% of the precincts are reporting that Stephanie Elliott will, as it sits with the unofficial results, we can't declare winners here, but we can tell you the unofficial results are showing us here that Stephanie Elliott has won re-election. She has beaten Kirsten Gray. That was a close race that we were watching for the mail-in and the early vote numbers, and it looks like Stephanie Elliott, with 369 votes, has defeated Kirsten Gray and has 306 votes. That was a very hard-fought and close contest, and they are now saying that all precincts have reported in that 6th ward, and we can go ahead and err on the side of the county clerk's office that Stephanie Elliott will be continuing on as the Ward 6 alderwoman. When it comes to the councilman races in Collinsville, we definitely have a better picture now. With 61%, David Seaton will be moving on. He's the first place finisher, so he is definitely moving on. Now the races between Donna Green and Eric Nagel, Alonzo Skipper just didn't have enough votes to get him into the finish line. Donna Green is up right now by about 5% to Eric Nagel, who has about 24% of the vote, so something to keep an eye on there. And right now, if you're Darren Carlton, you're feeling very good. You're up 19 points as continuing on as the mayor of East Alton with 84% of those precincts reporting. We aren't going to make a projection yet. I don't like it when it's 80%, but it's looking very comfortable if you're Darren Carlton, who is up right now with 401 votes to David Kuhnel's 275 votes. Looking at a few of the trustee races in East Alton, we'll take you there now, too. You had to vote for 3 in East Alton, and here is how they are voting. When it comes to the first place finisher right now with 84% of the vote in, Kelly Fletcher is up with 26% of the vote. Denny Weber in second place with 24%. And right now there is a third place battle going on with Ginger Toolin and Mark Brumley. Ginger Toolin still has the lead, 306 votes to Mark Brumley's 296 votes, so that's something to keep an eye on as the night progresses here and as our coverage continues. When it comes to looking at some of the races in Godfrey, we can officially project here now wrong picture. Hold on. I had this all planned out, and now I'm messing it up. We can officially project here. Now, that Mayor Mike McCormick is going to continue on as the mayor of Godfrey. As you just saw, there 100% of the precincts reported, and Mayor McCormick won in a very convincing fashion, and will be continuing on as the mayor of Godfrey for the next 4 years. And we'll give you more of those updates now, but RiverBender.com can officially project that Mayor McCormick will be continuing on as the mayor of Godfrey for the village for the next 4 years, winning re-election in a hard-fought race against Craig Lombardi, the current trustee, who will be continuing on as trustee, and Beth Johns. And that race has now pretty much all been said and done, but Mayor McCormick is going to be moving forward as mayor yet again for the next 4 years for the village of Godfrey. There's our first project. That's the first big one I think we can project. When it comes to the clerk's race in Godfrey, we can give you that now too. Jackie Clayton, the county clerk's saying she is up by over 200 votes with 53.5% of the vote. Jackie Clayton is up over Susan Robbins, 100% of the precincts reporting. And when it comes to the trustee races, this is over as far as the county clerk's website saying. Sarah Woodman did come in first place with 26% of the vote. Rick Lauschke came in second place with 20.5% of the vote. And the third trustee for the village of Godfrey, as it sits with 100% of the precincts reporting, is Gerard Fisher with 19.37% of the vote, 1,710 votes. He is up by over 200 votes with all of those precincts reporting. So RiverBender.com will project that Sarah Woodman, Rick Lauschke, and Gerard Fisher will be moving on as village trustees for the village of Godfrey. Mayor Parkinson has won his re-election in Granite City. He will continue on as the mayor. When it comes to aldermanic races in Granite City, Gregory Garcia is up, but it's a tight race with 78% of the precinct reporting, 48% to 44%. Not a lot of vote there, so those percentages could change rapidly. When it comes to Ward 4 alderperson in Granite City, Jerry Harrington's up by 61% of the vote with 60% of the precincts reporting. That should be looking pretty comfortable for him as he moves on. And as we're going back down, I want to go ahead and check out this South Roxana mayor's race again, because this has really become just such an interesting follow the last couple of days. But real quick, since we already have you here at Roxana, 42% of the precincts reporting in just Roxana. Marty Reynolds is up 70 points to Ralph Widman with that president's role, the president of the village of Roxana. And we'll keep you updated on that. Now, when it comes to the South Roxana side of things, 50% of the precincts reporting. Anna Broadfoot is the write-in candidate for the mayor's side of things. She is still trailing, but not by that much. And just something to kind of follow along with. So we'll keep you updated as we have more of these races coming in. It's 43 to 31 right now in that Village of South Roxana race. We'll have more updates for you on this election night right after a quick break on RiverBender.com and Roku TV.
Hey, would you drop by the pharmacy? My doctor switched my cholesterol medication.
Yeah, will do, honey. I'm glad he's looking out for you.
OSF Healthcare can handle all of your family's primary care needs, including managing chronic conditions. Schedule an appointment today.
What are you doing?
We did our home insurance ourselves, but don't feel protected.
So you're building your own American Family Insurance roof line?
Yeah, life's better when you're protected under American Family's roof.
That's not how it works.
Dad, we'll go. It's gonna hit.
See, that's how it works.
For real protection, save up to 23% by bundling your home and auto with us.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville. Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
Village Dispensary has the best deals in Godfrey, Illinois with specials 5 days a week. Mondays roll in the week with 20 to 30% off select pre-rolls. Tasty Tuesdays, enjoy 20 to 30% off select edibles. Waxy Wednesdays, enjoy 20 to 30% off select concentrate and vape brands. Thirsty Thursdays, sip and save with 20 to 30% off all drinks. Flower Friday, grab like 3.5 gram flower deals starting at just $20. Village Dispensary, come meet your best buds.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
I'm telling you, it's gotta be the end. Don't bring me down. No, 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 no. I'll tell you once more before I get off the floor. Don't bring me down. Don't bring me down.
Welcome back. Our election coverage continues right here on RiverBender.com as we're starting to really, I think, get a pretty good picture of just what's coming into play here tonight. With 95% of the precincts reporting, things have tightened up a little bit, but David Goins is still the front runner in this race, and it looks like right now, just with the way the votes are looking, that Mayor Goins will be heading back to City Hall for the next 4 years. However, Alderman Ray Strabel is still in the hunt here with about 1,300 votes, only down a couple hundred, and former Mayor Walker down about 400 votes with just about 29% of the vote totals. When it comes to the city clerk side of things, it definitely looks like Lauren Wilson is going to be heading into that city clerk's role, and we're going to go ahead and I think we can go ahead and make that projection now. Lauren Wilson will, it looks like, just from the numbers and the way they're looking, I'm going to go ahead and project that she will be the next city clerk for the city of Alton, defeating incumbent Cheryl Engel, and definitely a hard-fought race from both contestants, and definitely one that was very much observed from all of the region. It looks like right now RiverBender.com will project that Lauren Wilson is going to be the next city clerk for the city of Alton. Getting back to more numbers here when it comes to the Madison County side of things, Betsy Allen is going to be the city treasurer. She ran unopposed in that race. For Ward 2 alderperson, we can make this decision now. Martha Pfister will be the next alderwoman for the city of Alton. She has defeated incumbent Carolyn McAfee by about 9 points is what it looks like on the county website. We're going to go ahead and project that with 100% of the precincts reporting. Martha Pfister has defeated incumbent Carolyn McAfee for the 2nd Ward alderwoman position. For Ward 3, we can go. We already made that projection. Mike Veloff won that race, and we're going to go ahead and make this decision now too. Just with the way the night is heading and just the way the votes look, Rosie Brown is going to remain on as the Ward 4 Alderwoman for the city of Alton. She is up pretty convincingly now with just about 20% of the precincts left. She's definitely had a very hard fought race. I know both opponents in this Ward 4 race gave it all they had, but Rosie Brown, the 4th Ward Alderwoman, we're going to project, will continue on as that 4th Ward Alderwoman for the city of Alton. In Ward 5, we can go ahead and make this decision now, too. And that's that John Meehan is, as far as just numbers are looking, I'm going to go ahead and project that John Meehan will remain on as the 5th Ward Alderman for the city of Alton. Right now up by about 30 points, just from what it looks like, a couple hundred votes with about 15% of that vote left. It's going to be pretty hard for the challenger, Chris Bell, to get to that point. So we're going to go ahead and project that John Meehan will be the 5th Ward Alderman. We already told you about Ward 6. That was one that we were watching that early vote, mail-in vote, and Stephanie Elliott did pull away in that Ward 6 aldermatic position, 54% of the vote to Kirsten Gray's 45% of the vote, 369 votes to 306 votes, respectively. We're waiting on school board races. I'm having a hard time getting data on that, so just bear with me. I know that some of you have been kind of keeping an eye out on that. And Glenn Carbon, we can give you some updates here. Ben Malzawiski is up with 926 votes for trustee. You had to vote for 3. Brian Paul is in second place with 840, and David Rands is in third place with 786 votes. We already projected that Mayor Mike McCormick will continue on as the mayor in the Village of Godfrey, winning his re-election campaign in what is just a large margin with about 1,100 votes, and definitely a very hard-fought race from all of the opponents in that one, and so grateful to be able to talk with them on the show. We already gave you the trustee races in Godfrey, but we'll give you that in the clerk's race again. Jackie Clayton is going to be the winner in the clerk's race in Godfrey, 54% of the vote. When it comes to trustee, here are your 3 trustees for the Village of Godfrey. Sarah Woodman, Rick Lauschke, and Gerard Fisher are going to be your 3 trustees. When it comes to the city of Granite City, Mayor Parkinson won re-election in a landslide, 87% of the vote to that write-in challenger. In Ward 1 in Granite City, the aldermatic spot, Gregory Garcia is up still by about 11 votes, with 90% of the precincts reporting. In Ward 4, Terry Harrington is up big with 80%. We can go ahead and make that projection. No, we can't make that one yet. There's 80%. But he is up big with 63% of the vote totals coming in. In Ward 5, Randy Lemaster has won his aldermatic race against Matt Weinhofer, 485 votes to Matt Weinhofer's 269 votes. When it comes to some of the other races, like the mayor of the Village of Grant Fork, with 100% of the precincts reporting, Lucas Holler is the winner in this race with 58% of the vote. And when it comes to the village trustees in Livingston, we can give you those too. It'll be Joseph Costigan, the third, with 25% of the vote. Brett Whitworth, 25% of the vote. Identical actual vote totals for those two. And then in third place, we have Caroline Leathers with 19.49% of the vote. For the mayor of Madison, the city of Madison, with 40% of the precincts reporting, John Hamm is up by just a couple of votes. That's a tight race. For city clerk, it's looking like Glenna Brawley is up big, 72-71. Or 72-71%. Goanna Montague's 27%. So that's one to kind of keep an eye out for, too. In Maryville, you had to vote for 3, and it looks like Those three have been pretty much all but decided. We'll wait and see how those later votes. There's about 15% of the precincts left to report. Gary Kukla is in third place with 25%. Larry Golage is in second place with 28%, and Julie Clark is in first place with 30.8%. The top three vote getters get that. Anthony Tony Moses is in third place with 15.25%, and that's just how it's looking right now. We're going to get a little bit down to when it comes to the village president for Roxana. Marty Reynolds is up by 81 votes with 72% of the precincts reporting, 181 to 100 if you're following that one. When it comes to trustee for Roxana, it's the top three vote getters, and here they are. William Cunningham is in first place currently with 28% of the vote. Dennis Jim Smith in second place, with 25% of the vote, and Scott Ward is in third place with 20% of the vote. And when it comes to the village of South Roxana, that number hasn't changed at all, and we'll keep you updated if we get more details on that moving forward. Like I said, I was trying to find some of the school board races to make sure that we got those out to you. I know that we're still waiting on Wood River Township Supervisor 2 that we're trying to get some numbers on, and we'll make sure that we can relay those all to you here in just a couple of minutes' time. So just bear with me here as we're wrapping up our coverage and just making sure we get all the details out there. In Collinsville, for that trustee for the township, you had to vote for 4, and it looks like Clinton Ball, Margaret Grau, Brad Sewell, and Michael Prosser are going to be the top 4 vote getters over there in Collinsville. That was one that we were following a little bit as well. And just like I said, just looking through to see if we can get an update just on some of those school board races, because those are very important too, and wanting to make sure we get those details. With that being said, why don't we do this? We'll take our final break, and we'll come back with those final results, if that's okay. It's 8:57, a little bit of change. Final bit of coverage next.
Hey, would you drop by the pharmacy? My doctor switched my cholesterol medication.
Yeah, will do, honey. I'm glad he's looking out for you.
OSF Healthcare can handle all of your family's primary care needs, including managing chronic conditions. Schedule an appointment today.
What are you doing?
We did our home insurance ourselves, but don't feel protected.
So you're building your own American Family Insurance roof line?
Yeah, life's better when you're protected under American Family's roof.
That's not how it works.
Dad, we'll go. It's gonna hit.
See, that's how it works.
For real protection, save up to 23% by bundling your home and auto with us.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville. Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
Village Dispensary has the best deals in Godfrey, Illinois with specials 5 days a week. Mondays roll in the week with 20 to 30% off select pre-rolls. Tasty Tuesdays, enjoy 20 to 30% off select edibles. Waxy Wednesdays, enjoy 20 to 30% off select concentrate and vape brands. Thirsty Thursdays, sip and save with 20 to 30% off all drinks. Flower Friday, grab like 3.5 gram flower deals starting at just $20. Village Dispensary, come meet your best buds.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
And I gotta live it up. Oh yeah, well I swear that I really want to know how baby. I really want to say I can't.
Let me give you some updates on some school district races, just so we can all stay up to date. Right now, Scott Ahart is being projected in Edwardsville. As it sits with 3,100 votes. When it comes to Bethalto, we do have those top 4 vote getters. That's Sharon Roth, Tom Bierman, Natalie Langfeld McCoy, and Dana Orenin in Bethalto. For Alton School District, we do have the top 3 vote getters with 51% of the precincts reporting. And just for so Bethalto knows, only 61% have reported. So there's no projections there. There's none for Alton yet, but here's where it sits in Alton. Barry Macias is the top vote getter right now with 3,200 votes. Christina Millen is in second with 18% of the vote, and Tiana Gibson and Jason Harrison is in third place. So the top 3 right now, if you look at just the numbers, they were not as updated as the other ones, just for where we're seeing them. That's where they are. We'll keep you updated as more details do roll out. But as we're wrapping up our election night coverage, we can go ahead and start kind of just cleaning house here in a way. Right now, as it sits, I don't think we're going to get any more clarity right now in Alton. But right now, the race looks to be Mayor Goins' race. It looks like Mayor Goins will be returning to another 4 years in City Hall, outlasting Alderman Ray Strable and former Mayor Brent Walker in this race. Will keep you updated. 4,064 votes cast, which is actually up from last year. When it comes to the city clerk's race, we did declare Lauren Wilson the victor. And when it comes to Ward 1, Chris Bone won that race. Carolyn McAfee won Ward 2. Mike Veloff won Ward 3. Rosie Brown won Ward 4. John Meehan won 5. And Stephanie Elliott, per the county clerk's website, did win Ward 6, and I'm only saying that just because of how close it is and mail-ins, and it just that one was a tight race. And then when it comes to the Godfrey or the Collinsville side of things, for councilperson, you had to vote for 2. It looks like David Seaton is going to be more than comfortable, and then Donna Green is holding on right now, up by about 150 votes. Darren Carlton has won the mayor's race in East Alton, defeating David Kuhnel with 56% of the vote. In East Alton, for trustee, Kelly Fletcher was the first place victor with 25.54% of the vote. Denny Weber in second place, and Mark Brumley with 18% of the vote. When it comes to some of the other races that we were following tonight, in Glen Carbon, you had to vote for 3 right now. Ben Malzaleski is in first place, Brian Paul in second, and in fourth place is David Rands. And when it comes to Godfrey, we did declare Mayor McCormick the victor. Jackie Clayton won the clerk's race in Godfrey. And your trustees, the top 3 vote getters, Sarah Woodman, Rick Lauschke, and Gerard Fisher. When it comes to the mayor's race in Granite City, Mike Parkinson won in a landslide in Ward 1 for Granite City. Gregory Garcia is still up over Angela Gower. In Ward 2, Jason Smith won his write-in challenge, and so did Daniel McDowell. In Ward 4, Jerry Harrington is up convincingly, and that race looks like it's all but said and done. Randy LeMaster won Ward 5. When it comes to the South Roxana race, we're going to try to give you that. I know that the numbers were kind of coming in not as fast as I'd like to see them. In Roxana, Marty Reynolds is still up with 181 votes to Ralph Woodman's 100 votes. And when it comes to the trustee side of things, you had to vote for 3. 28% voted for William Cunningham, 24% voted for Dennis Jim Smith, and 19% voted for Scott Ward. Also, when it comes to South Roxana, nothing has changed in terms of vote counts, and we'll keep it there. So with that being said, we kind of know where the night is. That's where things are kind of setting here, and we're gonna just hit pause on this night, just because we're kind of in that part. We've been able to make some pretty big projections, and we've been able to see where races are going. But I'll leave you with that, and I'll see you back here live at 9 for more of our daily show. So until then, have a good one. And for all of you that fought hard and it didn't happen, hey, the sun still comes out tomorrow, and we can only do this together as a team. So remember that. See you when your alarm clock rings at 9, and until then, try your best to stay out of jail.